Welcome to the check-in, ladies and gentlemen. Today's topic: dating with single mothers. And do you have the time? Do you have the luxury of time, single mothers, to play games? I'm True and Living. And today I want to bring out, how I feel about this topic. A lot of single mothers, they want to date now. You know, they're in the house, they're quarantining, they're talking to multiple men now. And at some point, this whole corona thing will probably blow over and then people will probably start dating again, right? And I want to talk to the single females with kids, possibly maybe, one or two, maybe three kids, the females with two or more kids. And I want to alarm them and inform them. You do not have the luxury of time to be playing games with men. I've dated women that, had, one or two more kids. And a lot of them, I'm not going to say all of them because I haven't dated every woman. And I don't like to, marginalize women as, they all the same. But, the girls that I've dated, the women that I've dated, excuse me, they have kids and they play these teenage girl games. And as a single man, and I'm all about building families. I'm all about building, building relationships. I'm all about building. And, I find myself, having to play these teenage girl games with women with kids. And I'm befuddled. I'm flabbergasted on why. Why does a woman in her late 20s, possibly 30s, with two or more kids, think that she can play the game that a young girl can play? Listen, a young girl with no kids, she can play the game because she has time. She has options. She's not tied down by a baby. She's not tied down to a baby father. She hasn't had, the amount of DNA. Talk with me now. She hasn't had the amount of DNA, male DNA, put inside of her that a woman that has been pregnant has. She has the luxury of time. But you, as a woman, that's a single mother with no man in her life, two or more kids, you do not have the luxury of time. You need a righteous, God-fearing man that's ready to provide immediately, desperately. You should be clinging to that man's legs, hoping that he saves you from yourself. And I'm being honest and I'm being real because, a lot of times, and I'll be honest with you, as a single man that doesn't have any kids, I'm not really interested in women that have kids. I'm not interested. Don't get me wrong. If I see a cute girl and we get to rap and I get a number and I find out she has kids, I'll talk to her and I'll see where it goes. But am I taking you seriously? Do I really want to build with you? 9 times out of 10, no. Because you've already been defiled by another man. You've already had a seed with another man. And now you fucked up and you expect, Mr. Goodbar to save you. And that's not reality. That's not reality. And I'll tell you right now, 9 times out of 10, you won't find Mr. Goodbar to save you from yourself. Because he wants to build his own nation. He doesn't want to be with a woman that's already laid down with multiple men, already had multiple baby fathers. A man wants fertile soil. I'm looking for fertile soil. I'm looking for a woman that's, of age, that hasn't had any children, that's willing to be molded. And that's another thing. Women that have, already been in these types of relationships with their baby fathers and they've already had kids, they feel as they are above reproach and above instruction from a man, because they've dealt with some wicked brother that impregnated them and they did nothing for them, and now they feel as you're a man interested in me, and I'm not taking lead from you. Yeah, you can drop off the dick. Yeah, we can go on dates. Yeah, we can do this, and yeah, we can do that. But in terms of me taking instruction from you, in terms of me taking your lead, I am not doing that. There are women that feel this way with kids. You are not in the position to you're not in the position to demand things as a woman with kids. You're coming with baggage. You're coming with kids. You're coming with an emotional, baggage, emotional from your last relationship. You're dealing with baby fathers. You're dealing with on top of the stress and on top of the issues that you have as an individual, on top of having kids. You are not in position to negotiate with a single man. You are not. Now, I will tell you this. You are in position to determine if the man that you are talking to is righteous enough to lead you. That is your responsibility. If you feel like this man is fit to lead you, that is your responsibility to say, I'm not really feeling this guy. He seems like the type of brother that just wants to have sex. He seems like the type of brother that just wants to pump and dump. You have the responsibility to use your discernment and to say, this is not the right person for me. But in terms of being in that relationship with that righteous brother and acting like you have the right to negotiate with this brother, and you're coming with the baggage. This brother, he's coming in as a righteous man, a God-fearing man. He's coming in as a man willing to lead you, willing to provide for you. And you're coming in and you're telling him, "Oh, I don't like a man telling me what to do. I don't like a man, giving me instruction. I don't like a man, telling me what I need to be doing." You are not in position to negotiate with a righteous man that's single with no kids, and you don't have the time. You don't have the luxury of time to be playing games with a righteous brother that wants to build. You've already lost that. You've laid down with that first brother. You had sex with that brother. You had kids with that brother. Your luxury of time has passed. You've had your kids. Now it's time to humble yourself. That's the key word. Humble yourself as a woman and allow that righteous brother to lead you. You are not in position to negotiate with that righteous brother. Humble yourself. Use your discernment. Nothing wrong with you, talking to a brother and, using your discernment and saying, this is not the man that is fit to lead me. This is not the man that wants to lead me. This is not the man that wants to take me serious. Use your discernment, but you are not in position to negotiate with a righteous brother that wants to lead you and that is a good brother. I'm talking to the good brothers. I'm not talking about, the dudes that want to pump and dump. I'm talking about the righteous brothers that want to treat you right, that want to provide for you, and that wants to build families. You are not to negotiate with that brother. You are coming with the baggage. You are coming with the issues, the emotional issues, the kids. This is a single brother willing to lead you. Humble yourself as a woman. And I'm True and Living. This is the check-in report. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for joining me.